السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله، الحمد لله، الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين، ما بعد. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. رب زدني علما. I welcome you all to the class of تهذيب محاضرات في علم الصرف, and we are in ميزان الصرف. And today, inshallah ta'ala, we'll continue just a few exercises left of Mizan Sarfi, 2 exercises, and we'll begin a new lesson, inshallah ta'ala. So, muqaddimatun, this was muqaddimatun fi Mizan Sarfi. So, we learned last time a few qawaid of how to do Mizan Sarfi. So, what is Mizan Sarfi? Mizan Sarfi is the scale. And so, we have fa kalima, ain kalima, and lam kalima, right? Fa, ain, and lam. Fa'ain and lam. This is how we'll scale words, we'll give the wazn of the words, mizan, sarfi. And so there are some rules of that. And فإن كانت زيادتها ناشئة من أصل وضع الكلمة في العربية على 4 أحرف أو 5 زدنا في الميزان. So what you do, if the extra is in the root letters, we'll add it in the mizan. So fa'ala, this is the first rule. Fa'ala or fa'ala, whatever is there, we'll add it in this thing. If I'm making 4 letters, rubai, we'll add another lam. Fa'alala. Fa'alala yufa'alilu, because lam is how you add. Or if you want one more, fa'alalilun, we can add 3 lams, like jahmarishun, an old woman. So that's how we keep adding lams. We keep adding lams. And then we learned that if there's something, ta is changed to a ta, we don't do that. For example, istafa, we say istafa is actually ifta'ala itself. Ifta'ala itself, we don't change. So ibdal, we don't care about it. Ibdal, we don't care about it. Similarly, if there is any i'lal, which is the haraka is moving, or for example, qala is actually fa'ala itself. Qala is fa'ala. So you'll be like, where's the alif? But alif was actually the wow. So even ibdal, we don't care about ibdal also. I mean, i'lal also. That means you're changing it at taharraka, harful illati, and all those things. We don't consider all those rules of eight letters. So what do we consider? We consider only one thing. Okay. I mean, doubling of the letters is all is common. It's understood. But we consider only one thing, that is half. For example, qul. Qul. So this is actually full, right? This is the pattern is full because the ain kalima is deleted. So any deletions are to be considered. That's what is the main takeaway from Mizan Sarfi. Nothing else changes or changing of the letters or anything else. We don't consider that at all, right? That is what was important. This is the only thing which is important. All right, we did the first exercise last time. Let's try these things. So ra'a. So what is the pattern of ra'a, anyone? ra'a. Just some recap. اذكر ميزان الكلمات الآتية. What is the pattern of, what is the wazn of ra'a? Zin الكلمات. اذكر ميزان الكلمات. So ra'a is ra'a is fa'ala. Now, fa'ala. أحسنت. fa'ala. Ra'a, he saw. Jarraba, he practiced or he experienced. Jarraba. Jarraba is fa'ala. Very simple. Form 2. Jarraba is fa'ala. Naam. Tala. And this is confusing. Tala. It is fa, ain, and lam, of course. But you should know something about this. This is fa'ula. It's not fa'ala. No, it's not fa'ala. Jarraba is to test, yeah. Fa'ala, it's not fa'ala. The alif is not a root letter, no. It's not an additional letter. This alif is a wow. So this thing you have to know, like something which is describing someone, tall, short, and all that. Generally, it'll be, or good, it'll be tabula. Tabula. That means he's tall. And then the waw was changed to an alif. So this is fa'ula. Fa'ula. Tawula yatwulu became tala yatulu. To become tall. Tala Hamidun. Hamid became tall. Okay, so this is on the pattern of fa'ula. So maybe you can write if you want. This is fa'ala. This is fa'ala. And this is fa'ula. I mean, you can't know this anyways. You can't guess this. Istaghfara, istafala. Istafala. And id. What is id? Id. From wa'ada. So fa'ala. It'll be il. Il. Correct? Because ayn here is ayn kalima. The waw, the fa kalima is waw. Ayn is ayn, obviously, and lam is dal. Correct? So il. There's no fa kalima here. The waw is the omitted. Alimun fa'ilun. Very simple. This is ma'rufun maf'ulun. Yatulu yaf'ulu. By the way, we are not considering the transfer of the dhamma, no? We say yaf'ulu itself. You'll be like, where's the waw? Doesn't have a dhamma. Yes, we know that. It's just understood the waw has been transferred. إذا تحرك حرف الإلة وجاء قبله حرف صحيح ساكن نقل حركة حرف الإلة إلى الصحيح الساكن. You transfer the haraka. Yabi'u is yafa'ilu. Ya doesn't have a kasra. Why? Because, well, again, same rule applies here. Jandal. Jandal, all are root letters. How do you know all are root letters? Well, it's not from any letter sa'altumuniha. There's noon, which could be extra. But we don't know. This is a noun, so nouns are difficult to scale anyway. So we'll just say fa'alal. Jandal is on the pattern of fa'alal. Because this is from Jundun, maybe. I don't know. What does Jandal mean? I'm trying to search Jeen, Noon, Dal, and Lam. So if we assume all our root letters, we should find an answer. Jandal. No. Nope. Jandal. I didn't find. Yeah, I found Jandala. Yes. Throw to the ground. Jandala. This is a verb. So fa'alala. Jandala yujandilu. To throw someone on the ground. Or jandal is a stone. Okay. Jandal. If it's a noun, it's jandal, stone. Jandal. Addi. It comes from adda yu addi, to perform. This is the amr of addi. So there's a harf, right? There's an omission here. So we have to consider the omission. So what are the root letters of adda, fa'ala? It's hamza, dal, and ya. So we don't have a ya, so it's on the pattern of fa and ain. Fa'i. Because the lam kalima is not there, no? Fa'i. This is how amr is made. Okay. Intaha. Intaha. Ifta'ala. Ifta'ala. You might think this is Form 7. But no, anytime you get a noon and ta, be careful. Huh? It's not Form 7. 90% of the time it's Form 8. Ifta'ala bab. How do you know? Well, try deleting alif and noon and see if there's word ta, qaf, and oh, this is fa, sorry. Intafa, to benefit. So there's nothing called tafa, tafi, intafi. This is the masdar, intafi. So if this is not the masdar, intafi. Why is there a ya? It should be intafa, no? So ifta'ala. Intafi. It comes from noon, fa, and ya. From 8 from that. Intafa, yantafi. Oh, antafi maybe it is. Intafa is to be banished. It should be intafa. This is a mistake. It should be intafa, yantafi. Addaba, fa'ala. Akrama af'ala. Very simple. This is all form fours. Isfara is if'ala. Form nine's cousin, no? If'ala's if'ala. And then ihranjama if'anlala. See, if'anlala. So you can see noon is an extra here. If'anlala. Ihranjama. How do you know this? Well, we did this in Madina books, no? That this is like mazid fihi of rubai. Qih. Qih. It's from waqa yaqi, is to save someone. So qih is eh. The ha is how sakt, how of stopping. Right? I hope everything's clear. Naam. All right. اذكر ميزان المضارع والأمر من الأفعال العادية. Same thing now. أرى. This is أفعل. قد. قدما. قدما. Is there a verb قدما? It should be خديمة, no? قدما يقدم. قدما or to precede خدما. قدما يقدم. I don't know kaduma is used. Yeah, kaduma is also there. To be old. Okay. Fa'ula. Kaduma means to become old. So there are three this thing. So qadama yaqdimu is to precede. Qadama with a fatha. And then we have qadima yaqdamu to arrive. And then qaduma yaqdumu to be old. So this is fa'ula. Ja'a. Ja'a is fa'ala. The alif was changed into it was actually jaya'a, no? Jim, ya, and hamza. How do you know it's a ya? This alif is look at the mudar. Amr what? Istahsana. Ifta'ala. Oh, sorry. Istaf'ala. Madda. This is also fa'ala. Madda is also muda'af. We don't consider the idgham. Madda is fa'ala. It was actually madada. Zalzala, fa'alala. Nama, fa'ala again. Hawiya, fa'ila. Rama, fa'ala again. Ada is fa'ala again. You don't do anything. He said Amr. There's no Amr here at all. Or maybe Stahsin is Amr. So this is Staf'il. Okay. And this is also Amr. So Mudda. Mudda is like Hujja. So you say Fu'ala. Fu'al. Okay. All of Ala, Fala, Fala, Fala. All right. We've done this with this lesson. Mizan Salfi helps you. And it helps you intuitively, kind of. Like even if you guess it many times, you'll be right. Right? If you guess the pattern of it, sometimes you'll be right. Not all the time. If it's a difficult word, try putting it in fa'ala and you might get it right sometimes. All right, let's begin الصحيح والمعتل من الأفعال. The next lesson today, inshallah ta'ala. You've already done this. You already might have an idea. But just some rules for sahih wal mu'tal min al af'al. What is sahih? Sahih which does not have a waw or ya, and mu'tal is one which has a waw or ya. تعريف الصحيح والمعتل. The definition of sahih والمعتل. الصحيح هو الذي لم يكن أحد أصوله حرفا من حروف العلة. Is the one which is not أحد أصوله, one of the root letters. أصول, أصل أصول, root letters. حرفا is not a harf, a letter. Harf is also a particle or a letter. من حروف العلة, from the حروف of علة. علة means weakness. التي هي الواو والألف والياء. So by the way, we know alif is not not actually a weak letter, but when they mention حروف العلة, they'll mention alif also. So alif is actually something else, we know that, but when you see alif, that means it's a حروف العلة, حرف العلة. So هي الواو والألف والياء. So you can remember why. These are the three weak letters. 3 weak letters. وذلك النحو, for example, خرج وضرب ونصر. So he says what? Which does not have لم يكن أحد أصوله, which does not have one of the letters as waw, alif or ya. So what are they called? They are called sahih. Sahih. Al-af'alu sahih. Like kharaja, it does not have a waw, no? He hit, he left, he hit, and nasara, he helped. Very simple, inshallah. أما الفعل المعتل فهو ما كان أحد أصوله حرف علة. فعل معتل is the one which has one of the letters as حرف علة. ألف واو يا, واو ألف يا. For example, wajada, it has a waw, he found. Khafa, he feared, it has an alif. And we know that waw is khawifa yakhwafu, khawifa. And qada, we have a ya. Qada is actually qadaya, fa'ala. And that's naqis, no? So we know this is called al-fi'lul mu'tal or al-fa'lul mu'tallah. Right, very simple. واضح? نعم. And now we have aqsam al-sahih. So remember, sahih means which does not have waw, alif, and ya. Aqsam, there are types of sahih also. Yanqasim, and this will help you if you're looking into dictionaries of conjugation dictionaries. Like we have intermediate dictionary of verb conjugation now. So he'll have sahih, and then he'll divide into all these types, and he'll have numbers for all these. So this will help you when you're looking for conjugations also. ينقسم الصحيح إلى ثلاثة أقسام. So sahih is divided into three types. So we have sahih salim, sahih muda'af, and sahih al-mahmuz. Three types. Sahih salim means again safe. That means it's safe from waw, alif, and ya. It's also safe from hamzas. وهو ما لم يكن في أصوله همز, no همزة, no همز, ولا تضعيف, there's no doubling of letters. مثل كتب وعلم. So because there's a problem with doubling also, no? Muda'af is a problem, or muda'af, that is a problem also. Hamzas, it's sometimes weird. They are still sahih. They're still okay. They're not healthy, but still there are some problems sometimes happens with mahmuz and muda'af. So salim is no problem at all. Sahih salim means it does not have anything. No waw, alif, ya, no hamzas, no doubles, nothing. It's salim, right? Very safe. Safest verb, very easiest verb to learn. Then we have al-muda'af. Muda'af is something is double. Same letters are there. Wahuwa naw'ana. It is again two types. Muda'af thulathi. Three letters, double three letters. That means hajja. وهو ما كانت عينه ولامه من let me know if I'm going faster. وهو ما كانت عينه ولامه من جنس واحد. It's ayn and lam. So ayn kalima and lam. It's never fa kalima and ayn kalima are the same. No, it's the second letter and the third letter. It'll be from the jinsin wahidin, yani harfin wahidin. مثل radda. Radda is actually ra dal dal. Radada. It became radda. This is called muda'af thulathi. Three letters, muda'af. Or farra. Radda is to return, reply. And farra is to run away. Farra yafirru. Fafirru ilallah. So farra. Farra, raz. So where's the ayn and lam? Ra and ra. And this is called muda'af thulathi. Muda'af thulathi. Then we have muda'af ruba'i. Muda'af ruba'i means four letters which are repeated, but they'll not be repeated together, they'll be separated. وهو ما كانت فاؤه ولامه الأولى من جنس وعينه ولامه الثانية من جنس آخر. That means they will have four letters. First and the third will be same, and second and fourth will be same. Two twins are coming together. These are called muda'af ruba'i. For example, zalzala. See? Fa and lam. Lamul ula. This is called lamul ula. This is called lamul thani. This is same. And then we have the lamul thani. I mean, the ayn kalima and the lamul thani is same. I mean, if you understand, right? So this is called muda'af ruba'i. You'll be like, where are the letters repeated? Yes, they are repeated. No, zai and zai. And then lam and lam. Lam here and lam here. Zalzala, to shake. Qalqala. Qalqala is the tajweed rule, to vibrate. All right. This is repeating. This is called muda'af rubai. So what are we talking about? We're talking about sahih, types of sahih. The three types: salim, nothing at all. Then you have muda'af, the second types. Again, muda'af is divided into two types. One is muda'af sulasi and the other is muda'af rubai. Sulasi means the second and the third will be repeated, and rubai means 1, 2, 1, 3, and 2, 4 will be repeated. I mean, how does it help to learn these things? Because Muda'af Sulasi has separate rules, right? In Madina books we've seen. He'll come to that also. Like we can do Amr, we can play around a little bit here. Rubai also, I don't know Rubai special rules, but yeah, we have Rubai also, Muda'af Rubai. Twin letters coming together. Two twins are coming together. Then we have Mahmuz. Mahmuz is similar like Salim, but sometimes there's some rules which change. Al-Mahmuzu. وهو ما كان أحد أصوله همزة. What is one of its root letters is a hamza. نحو أمر. أمر وأكل وسأل. See, one of the letters is so this also can be divided into three, right? We have mahmuzul fa, mahmuzul ain, mahmuzul lam. Mahmuzul fa means the first letter is hamza, and this is also first letter, and then sa'ala, second letter, or last letter, lam. Qara'a or mala'a, he read, he filled, or it filled. This is mahmuz. This is all which are three types of as-sahih. Then we have just theory, right? I hope you know most of it, inshallah, from Madina books. Aqsamul mu'tal. Now we are coming to mu'tal's aqsam. The mu'tal has four types. إلى أربعة أقسام ينقسم المعتل إلى أربعة أقسام. Mu'tal is four types. Oh, here, what are these? You like, there are only three types. Mithal, ajwaf, and naqis. Yes, there's one which have two weak letters, no? Lafif. We have lafif maqroon, lafif mafruq. It's just a fourth type. Literally, there are three anyways. But lafif is just two mixed together. Mithal. What is misal? وَهُوَ مَا كَانَتْ فَاؤُهُ حَرْفُ عِلَّةٍ. Mithal is what? Its fa kalima is harfu illa. That means it's a waw alif ya. I mean, it cannot be a alif anyways. Alif never begins in this in the starting, right? وَلَا يَكُونُ بِالتَّبْعِ إِلَّا وَاوًا أَوْ يَاءً. And of course, وَلَا يَكُونُ بِالتَّبْعِ yani naturally it should be except waw or ya. Because alif is never in the beginning. والواوي, so we have two types again, مثال واوي and مثال ياي. والواوي منه كثير في العربية, and واوي is the most one which is كثير في العربية. Yai is very rare. So if you remember in Madina books, he didn't even touch that. He didn't even talk about Yai because so rare. He just taught us wawi, the three types or two types. وعد يعد ودع يدع. For example, وعد مثل وعد, he promised. وعظ, he admonished. ورث, he inherited. Wazana, he what? He weighed. Wajama, I don't know what wajama means. Let me check. Wajama. We can add vocabulary also. Wajama. Wajama, yajimu, to be silent. Oh, okay. To be silent. Wajama. Wajama. To be speechless, dumbfounded. Walagha. Walagha. I don't know what's walagha. Walagha to lick. Yeah. To lick. Walagha. In a hadith, it comes walagha al-kalb. Walagha. To defile. To lick something. Lick. Wasi'a is to be wasi'. Waqa is to fall or to occur. Wahaba is to grant. Wahaba. Waghayru dhalik. And others. So these are all mithal wawi. Ammal ya'i. Next page. أما اليائي فقليل جدا في العربية. They are very less in Arabic language. قليل جدا في العربية منه يئس. يئس is very common. يئس is to despair. يبس is to become dry. Something became dry. يبس. ينع. What does ينع mean? ينع. I think to become ripe. Yes, to become ripe. ينع. Yana'at thamru. Oh, he gave thamr also. No, the fruit became ripe. So to ripe. Then we have yara. He gave something yaratil unzu. I don't know what both of them mean. Let's search one by one. Yara. I'm not unable to find yara. Let me search ans first, or uns, however it's pronounced. Ans is a goat. So something related to a goat. Yara. And the goat became what? Yara. ييعر فهو يعر. I don't know how to translate yara. No idea. I mean, it's saying something. فهو صاحت. It shouted. Bleating, goat bleating. Saha is to shout, no? Saha yasihu. Yeah, crying, bleating. Goat bleating is called yadat. I sahat. Yeah, it gave it. Yeah, sahat. Saha yasihu is to shout. Saha is to cry, shout, wail. So bleats. So goat bleats, no? Bleating goat. Al-Hans is a goat. Shatun is a goat, or Ans is a goat. Ans and A'nuz. Unuz is a goat. Ans. Anazatun is a goat. Anaza is also a goat. Al-Ajwaf. Then the second type. So first is Mithal. We have Mithal Wawi, then Mithal Yai. And the second one is what? وهو ما كانت عينه حرف علة. Its ain is حرف علة. The second letter is حرف علة. Like قال. He said. باع. He sold. خاف. He feared. طال. He was tall. Or it was tall. Or long. And then we have ناقص. هو ما كانت لامه حرف علة. Its lam is a حرف علة. ما كانت لامه حرف علة. نحو قضى. He judged. With pause. رمى. He shot through. سعى. He strived. دعا. He called. هدى. He gifted. هدى يهدي. Ahda is gifted, sorry. Hada, he guided. Radya, he was pleased. Amya, he became blind. Baqiya, he remained. And Saruwa, I don't know what is Saruwa. Saruwa, he got rid of something. Saruwa. Okay. Can you please repeat from number 2? Ajwaf. Al-Ajwaf, ما هو ما كانت عينه. No, it's okay. Okay. No, I mean, it's just Ain is harfu illa, and then here Lam is a harfu illa. I got a call. No issues. Yeah. Okay. What is al-lafif? The middle letter is weak and the last letter is weak. Yeah. Lafif. Yeah, 2 letters weak. هو ما فيه حرف علة وهو قسمان. It has 2 letters which are weak, and there are 2 types. One is اللفيف المفروق. مفروق means with the فرق, a different side. وهو ما اعتلت فاؤه ولامه. That is fa kalima, first letter and the third letter. For example, waliya. Waliya, this is called mafruq. So the root letters waw and ya are weak. Waw and ya. And then wa'a, wah, waha, wahiya. It should be wahiya if you're giving kasra. So waliya is to be a governor. Waliya, yali, or to follow something. Yali, be adjacent, to govern something, or be close something, be friends something, wali. And then wa'a is to comprehend. Wa'a, wa'a ya'i, attention, to be attention, to give attention, retain, remember something, wa'a. And waha, what is waha? Wahiya. Oh, waha, it's waha without, there should be no dots here. It should be waha yahi, is to be weak. To be weak. So you can write this, to be weak. Okay. Then we have al-lafiful maqroon. Lafif maqroon is what? وَهُوَ مَعْتَلَّتْ عَيْنُهُ وَلَامُهُ. It's ayn and lam, the second and third. Now they're coming together. Maqroon means there's a attachment here. For example, nawa. He intended. Nawa is to intend. Hawa. Hawa is, I think I know hawa. Hawa yahwi. That is with a ha is to contain. But with a ha, fall. Oh, hawa. Fondness, liking. Dear. Yeah, to fall someone, yeah. Kind of, yes. You fall in love, yes. To become fond, yes. Yeah, that's right. Literally, it means to fall, but they've used it for to fall in love and to become fond of someone. Yes. Hawaitu with a ha. Correct. I heard in the song. All right. Yeah. Hawaitu. Other shucks. Then you have lava. Lava is to crook, to be crooked, to bend. Lava. Lava yalvi. To twist, warp, something to crook. So hawa is to fall or be fond of. Lava is to be crooked or bend. Lava. Okay. I mean, we are not concerned about vocabs anyways, but still, it's good to know. Waqad. What's nawa is to intend. Nawaitu. I intended. Yeah. Nawaniya. Nawa yanvi. To intend. Nawa. Niyatun. وقد تتداخل بعض الأقسام السابقة. تتداخل means they can intermingle. So one can come in other different types. فيجتمع المهموز والناقص. So mahmuz can come. It could be a hamza. It could be a naqis. So first letter could be a hamza or middle letter. A naqis. For example, na'a. It should be na'a. Ya should not have dots. It's a mistake. Whoever has given dots is a mistake. It should be na'a. So what is here? Na'a is to be far away, to be remote, to stay away. Na'a is to stay away. Na'a yan'a. To stay away. So there's Hamza as well as Naqis. Yeah, Na'a. Na'aitu. I stayed away. And then we have Al-Mahmuzu wal-Lafif. So you can have Mahmuz, Al-Lafif, Al-Maqroon. That means Maqroon is two root letters. For example, Awa. Awa is to give refuge. Very common in the Quran. Awaitu. I gave refuge. Awa. Ma'awa comes from this, no refuge. Wal-Mahmuzu wal-Muda'af. And Mahmuz and Muda'af can also come. For example, Ajja. What is Ajja now? Ajja Dhalim, he says. I don't know what Dhalim is. Ajja ya ujju, to burn. To burn. Ajja. Nice. Fire makes the sound, no? Ajja. So they made it a verb. And what is dhalim? So you have to search for dha, lam, and mim. It's not dhulm, it's dhalim. Dhalim is what? Male ostrich, it says. A male. Oh, okay. So ajja dhalim is also to burn as well as ostrich is making a sound. Ay sawwata dhakara ni'am. Sawwata is to make some sound. So ostrich makes some sounds. So the sound of ostrich is this thing. So what is ni'am now? Ni'am is from an'am, I know, livestock, but this is like ni'am. Blessings, but no, it's not blessings. Some animal, ostrich, yes. Na'am is singular and ni'am is plural. So ostriches have two words now. Dhalim and ni'am. Singular is what? Na'am. Na'am is one ostrich. Na'am. and plural is ni'am with a kasra. Ni'am. Both mean ostrich. Again, dhalim is also an ostrich. Okay, so we don't care about ostriches, but yeah, good to know. All right. Isnadul af'ali ila dhamairi. So this was just precursors to our aqsamul af'al الصحيح والمعتل. So today, let's see some sahih maybe. Let's see some rules for sahih. How do you conjugate? Isnad means what? Conjugation. Isnad when you attribute something to something. Isnadul af'al, attribution of the verbs to the pronouns. So the fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alat, fa'alata, fa'altuma, fa'altum, conjunction. Isnad. Yeah, joining. Awalan, let's see for Salim. Are there any rules for conjugation here? Conjugation. Are there any rules for Salim? No. No rules. السالم لا يتغير عند إسناده إلى الضمائر مطلقا ماضيا كان أو مضارعا أو أمرا. السالم لا يتغير. It does not change. There is no change at all عند إسناده إلى الضمائر. When you do the ضمائر مطلقا, absolutely does not change. مطلقا. ماضيا كان, whether it is past tense or present tense or amran or command, right? For example, dhahaba. You do all the conjugation, nothing changes. You don't delete anything. You don't change anything. It's just you add dhahabu or dhahaba. You just add the dhamair. These are pronouns, right? The waw is a waw al-jama'. This is alif al-tathniya, alif of dual, and then dhahabna, and then dhahabta. In mudare also, you do the same thing. Yadhabu, yadhabani. Yeah, the root remains fully correct. And then amr also idhab. You just add the hala. The roots, all the roots are there. So salim, no problem at all. I wish all letters were salim. I mean, all verbs were salim. We did not have studied all these things. But sadly, we don't. I mean, Arab should have used all as salim and khalas. No need to study. But they forgot that we would come 100 years later and crib and cry because of this. And then we have al-mahmuz. Mahmuz also similar to Salim. Al-mahmuzu la yataghayyaru inda isnadihi. It does not change. But conditions. Illa ad-dama'iri illa kalimatun qalilatun minhu. Except few words. Mahmuz also like akhadha, sa'ala, qara'a. They don't change except few of them. نذكر أحكامها or أحكامها فيما يلي. We will mention its rulings of what follows. So most of it stays, but there are problems. First rule number 1 of mahmuz. When you're conjugating mahmuz, what are the rules? نحذف الهمزة. We will omit the hamza. When? في الأمر من أخذ وأكل. In akhadha wa akala mutlaqan. This is rule which is applicable to only to akhadha and akala. So how do you make amr? Anyone from akhadha? And this thing? Akala? Huh? No, kul. Yes, kul. Kul. Oh no. Akulu is I eat. You want amr. And akhadha is khudh. Is what? Khudh. But when do we do this? Ay fil ibtida'i wal wasli. So mutlaqan, remember these two verbs. Even if we start a sentence, kul ya hamid, khudh ya hamid, we will delete it. We'll delete the hamza only for these two verbs. Because it's so common, no? Kul, and khudh. We will delete them. Mutlaqan. Fil ibtidai wal wasl. Wasl means joining. So what about other verbs, you might be asking? Yes, it'll come. It'll come in the later for other verbs. But as for these verbs, akhadha and akala, it's always amr is what? Khudh, khudu, khudi, khudna. And then kul, kula, kuli, and all that. Kulna. Kul, kula, kulu, kuli, kula, kulna. Anti, kuli. Antunna, kulna. Like that. Kulna with a kaf. Kama. Then he continues. So remember, for these two verbs, akhadha and akala, because verb begins with the hamza. Yes, and it's so common. Not just begins with the hamza, because they're so common. The amr is always fil ibtida'i wal wasl. We'll contrast it, inshallah, with other verbs also and see in the future. But as of now, remember these two verbs, whatever it is, we will always delete in amr. We will always delete in amr. Kama tuhdhaful. Now, like he continues to say, Kama tuhdhaful hamzatu fil amri min amara wa sa'ala fil ibtida'i faqat. Now, what about other verbs like amara or sa'ala? What will you do? You will delete it in ibtida. Now, sa'ala is the hamza is in the start, in the between, right? But still you will delete it. Only in ibtida. What do you mean ibtida? That means when you start a sentence. Amma al-waslu fayajuzu fihi al-hadfu wal-isbat. As for wasl, both are allowed. You can delete it, you can keep it. So, for example, you want to say amara, you want to you start a sentence with mur. Amr is what? I mean, the command itself is mur. Mur Aba Bakrin. Rasulullah said, Mur Aba Bakr. Command Aba Bakr. And yusalli bin nas. That he should lead the people in prayer. Mur. Command. Muru, Mura, Muri, Murna. And similarly, Sal. Sal. You mean like what? Is'al is also used, no? Is'al Hamidan. But the more fasih is Sal Hamidan. Sal Bani is in the Quran. Sal Bani Isra'ila kama ataynahum min ayatina. Sal. Sal, Sala, Salu, Sali, Sali Zainab. Sal. How about in wasl? Wasl, you can do both. Wasl means you're adding something before it. You're joining. Was'al Bani Israel. Was'al Hamidan. Wa'mur ahlaka bis salati. Wa'mur ahlaka. Wa'mur. We are keeping the hamza. But we can delete it also. Wal Quranul Kareem khayru shahidin ala dhalik. The best evidence, shahid. Remember, in fiqh and other things, we look for dalail. Dalil, which is the evidence. What is evidence in grammar? We call it shahid, the witnesser, or shahid is the same thing like dalil, but we don't call it dalil, we say shahid. It's a shahid, that means evidence. Ash-shahidu ala dhalik fafihi khudh min amwalihim sadaqatan. So we said what? Amara. So akhadha and akala, we never say ukhudh or something. We can't do that for akhadha and akala. Remember, to take and eat, the hamzas are always deleted in the starting or between. So khudh min awalihim. So it's starting, right? Take from the wealth as a sadaqah, as a charity. For fihi aidan qala fakhudh arba'atan min at-tayri. See, fakhudh. Again, we deleted the hamza. So the rules for khudh and kul is like every time you delete the hamzas. So in the ibtida'i, in the ibtida'i when you're beginning, or in the wasl when you're joining. No problem at all. Kama anna fihi kulu washrabu min rizqillah. Again, examples for kulu washrabu min rizqillah. Eat and drink from the rizq of Allah, provision of Allah. وفيه ذلك وإذ قلنا دخلوا هذه القرية فكلوا. Again, wasl. When you said enter this town, anywhere in the sentence, kul and khud remains the same. Correct. Minha haythu shi'tum, from wherever you wish. Yes, kul and khud always remains same wherever in the sentence. Mutlaqan. And similarly, kama anna fihi sal bani Israel. See, sal. Now, for other verbs like sa'ala and amara, he says what? In the starting, we have to delete it. Delete it in the starting. Ila janib was'alil qaryata. Now we have the hamza here. But in wasl, you can do both things. وَاسْأَلِ الْقَرْيَةَ الَّتِي كُنَّا فِيهَا. Ask the village where we used to stay. This is in Yusuf. And this Sal Bani Israel. See, what is this Sal? That means Is'al Bani Israel. Ask Bani Israel. Okay, so this is the first rule. So what was the first rule? For akhadha. For akhadha and akala. What you do is, you say only kul and khud and kul, always kul. Then he says for two verbs he gave again, for amara and sa'ala. He didn't say every verb, so we'll stick to that. He said for the other two verbs, which is amara and sa'ala, when you're starting, you have to say mur and sal, but joining, you can say wa'amur or wamur. I mean, wamuru, like for plurals, maybe it is used. And then was'al or wasal. I don't know wasal is used, but yeah, both are allowed, he says. This is the first rule of Mahmuz. In the beginning, we use mur and sal. In between, we can do both. Wamuru, like in the hadith, I think it comes, Wamuru awladakum bis salah, and you command your children when they reach 7 in the sabi'ah. Wamuru awladakum. Nah. But in the Quran, from what I know, it's always wa'amur ahlaka bis salati wastabir alayha. Wa'amur ahlaka bis salah. Command your family to pray. Okay. But for akhadha and akala, it's always delete them. All right. Point number 2. So Mahmuz also has rules, right? Now when you're conjugating, tuhdhafu hamza, tuhdhafu hamzatu. So hamza is deleted if he ra'a. In, this should not have dots again. This is a mistake. Fil mudare wal amr. In mudare and amr, you'll delete the hamza in ra'a, because it's so difficult to say. And so ra'a's mudare will become yara. Where's the hamza? It was actually yara, but it's so difficult to say. They deleted it and it became ra'a, yara. And the amr is ra, actually just the ra. But we cannot leave it like that. We need a ha. So we'll bring a ha sakt. It's called raha. See him. Raha midat. I mean, if you're just saying see, we don't use this. We say undur anyways. Look. But yeah, if you want to use it, you have to use it rah. Kama tuhdhafu hamzatuhu, like hamza is deleted. Min jami'i tasarifi wazn af'ala. Like all af'ala minhu fayaqal ara. So if you want to change it into form 4, in all the conjugation of this thing, it becomes ara'a, becomes ara, to show something. Yuri, he shows. Ari, show. He taught this in Madina books. Arini, show me sa'atak, show me a watch. Arini kitabak. It takes 2 objects. No? Show me arahu, show him. Or arihi kitabak, show him your book. Ara, yuri, ari. Rabbi arini kayfa tuhyi al-mawta. Ari is to show. So what he's talking about, he's just talking about a specific word, which is ra'a. Ra'a in the mudare, we should know this. Mudare, we don't have a hamza. It becomes yara. And amr is ra. I mean rah with a ha. And the form 4 from that is ara, yuri, ari. Then this is third rule is again which he taught us in I'lal, kind of idha tawala hamzatan. That means when 2 hamzas come together, follow each other. Awwal al-kalimati, in the first fi awwal al-kalima, in the first of the word, the starting of the word, wa sakanat al-thaniya, and the second one has a sukoon. Ubdilat harfa maddin min jinsi harakatil ula. You change it into, I mean, idha ijtama'a al-hamzatan, if you remember 2 hamzas coming together, you'll do the same thing. You change it to harfu mad. What are harfu mad? Waw, alif and ya, no? Harfu illa and harfu mad are the same thing. I mean, waw alif and ya, because mad is also same as illa. So min jinsi harakatil ula, from the first haraka of the first one. So akulu becomes akulu. Iman becomes iman. You'll change it into the same because it has a kasra. You'll change it into a ya, iman. ويحدث هذا في مهموز الفاء عند إسناده للمتكلم في المضارع. And this will happen in مهموز الفاء. That means the first letter is a hamza عند إسناده للمتكلم. When you're speaking about أنا, it only happens one place. So أخذ, if you want to say I take, how do you say that? آخذ. فيقال من أكل آكل. Right? Very simple. We know this already, inshallah. وأصلها أأكل. Asluha akulu, and it was actually akulu. Yes, this is the same rule. So mahmuz, what is the takeaway? Takeaway is to take. Akhada and akala. The amr is always khud and kul. And for other verbs, you can, in the starting, you have to say sal and mur for other two verbs. But joining, you can do whatever. This third rule is anyway same. Okay, mahmuz, this is what is important. So you can conjugate any verb of mahmuz similarly, no? Salithan al-muda'af. What are some rules of muda'af? Last for today, inshallah. Muda'af, so that we can start with mu'tal next week. Al-muda'af. This is all sahih. So much, a lot of rules. Now, muda'af, same rules. Fil madi. So first rule is fil madi yajibul idgham. The rule is yajibul idgham. Idgham means what? The two letters should be mixed. Should be have tajdeed. Huwa madda. He elongated. Huwa madda. You can never say madada. No, it's madi. No, not allowed. Wahiya maddat. And she elongated up, whatever madda is to make it long. Wahuma madda. Huma madda. Wahuma maddata. Wahum maddu. Right? How do you conjugate? Huwa madda. Hiya maddat. Huma madda. Huma maddata. And hum is maddu. ما لم يتصل به ضمير رفع متحرك فيجب الفك. نقول تقول. But when a damir, which is rafa, that is damir of a pronoun, and mutaharrik comes. And what is mutaharrik? It starts from hunna onwards. Remember, damir, one is sakin and damir mutaharrik. So damir mutaharrik in Madina books, damir mutaharrik, if it comes, you have to open it up. Because you cannot pronounce it then. For example, ana madattu. Hunna madadna. We'll open it up. In fikak. Nahnu madadna. We helped, they helped. So how do you say hajja, hajja, hajju, hajjat, hajjata, hajjajna? See, we open it up. Yes. You have to go back to Madina books if you're not done. In Madina book 2, lesson 27, 28, something. You have to open it up. When? From hunna onwards. Alhamdulillah. How about mudari? والمضارع له واحد من أحكام الثلاثة. There are three rulings for mudari. Three rules for mudari. What is that? Wujubul fakki. You should open it up when إذا اتصلت به نون النسوة. In hunna and antunna, you will open it up. So yahjujna, tahjujna. You'll open it up only these two places. Nahu hunna yamdudna. They are elongating it. And wa antunna tamdudna. Alhamdulillah. Now, they elongate it. Only these places you open it up. And then we have jawazul fak. You'll be like, we can't open other places. You'll be like, no, no, you can open it up. Because he taught us in some place in Madina books also that you can't open it up. Ida jazama bis sukun. But the condition is it should be majzoom. So, for example, if you add a lam, you can say lam yarudda or lam yardud. So only in majzuma you can open it up. Like he taught us lam yahujja. Okay, we learned like this. Or you can say lam yahjuj. Because it's easier to pronounce, no? So they allowed it. Yahjuj. Open it up. Both are fine. Only in jazm, majzoom in mudari. And other places or any other places, you have to keep it together. وَفِيمَ عَدَى ذَلِكَ, you have to say. So, huwa yahujju, huwa yaruddu. He responds. وَهُمَا يَرُدَّانِ, and they both respond. You have to keep it, the dal should be together. وَهُمْ يَرُدُّونَ. It's common knowledge, inshallah. وَالْأَمْرُ كَالْمُدَارِعِ الْمَجْزُومِ. And in the amr also you have a choice. So you can do anta rudda. You can say you respond with the dals together, or you can say urdud. Right? For example, he gave an example, hujja. You do hajj, or uhjuj is also allowed. Uhjuj. Uhjuj. Naam. Hujja and uhjuj. That is all about mudaf. So in Madi, never open up until you go reach hunna. In Mudare, there are three choices. For first is you have to open up in hunna and antunna. Second is when you make it majzoom, you have a choice. In amr, you have a choice. Other places, no choice. You have to keep them together. Right? So when you make it majzoom, lam yahujja or lam yahjuj or hujja or uhjuj or urdud. But we generally join them together anyways for all cases. These are just choices you have. With that, we end, inshallah ta'ala. We'll have exercises, tamreenat. What he does is he should have given exercises after each part. But it's good actually. He gave them all together of ta'leel, this thing. We can review all the rules together, inshallah. So he gave all the rules of what? Mahmuz, Salim, Muda'af, Mithal, Ajwaf, Naqis, and he'll give the exercises. So what happens is by the time you reach Naqis, you'll forget the rules of Mithal. So, but it's a good review when we do the exercise, inshallah. So he'll give all the exercises at one place on Tamreenat. What's the videos which I watch, what he does is he explains and does the exercises at the same time. So first and second exercise, let's do it now because it's relating to this topic. Yeah. But I think this is the best way to go because when you do exercises, we'll repeat these rules again. Inshallah. By the time you'll forget again, anyways. Even I'll forget. Maybe. Let's see, inshallah. We'll come back with next page, which is I'lal. Sorry, I cannot scroll. The PDF stuck. All right. We'll do Al-Mithal. Mithal, Ajwaf, and Naqis. So Mithal has how many rules? 2 rules. Ajwaf has 4 rules, I guess. And Naqis also has 3 to 4 rules or 5 rules, you could say. If you understand these 2, 3, 5 rules, every conjugation will be easy of Mithal, Naqis, and others. Inshallah ta'ala. It's just a shortcut way of understanding instead of going, using intuitive way without any logic, without any rule. This will give you a qaida. This is the qaida. Apply it. Khalas. Inshallah, see you in the next class. Barakallahu feekum. Jazakallahu khairan. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.